What's up, everybody? This is Crispy Cody from the Crispy Reviews podcast. We are live here in the KRP studio. Uh, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the podcast and everything that we do. There's so much that I want to talk about today. So I'm going to keep going with these little live streams and stuff. I think I might do them either on a weekly or a bi weekly kind of basis. But for today, for right now, we got some lineup news from Governor's Ball. It just dropped, so let me go ahead and I'll hit the share button and we'll see what we're looking at. So, as of 10 a.m. at the top of the hour, Gov Ball dropped their lineup in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, New York City, June 6th through the 8th for 2025. So, this is it. This is the lineup. Let's talk about it. So we got a lot of crossover, surprisingly, from Bonnaroo to Governor's Ball. But we'll get into that in a second. Let's just talk about the overall lineup as it is. So Governor's Ball has Tyler, the Creator, and I just reviewed his dates just a moment ago. He does take a substantial gap in his tour in June. So he tours from February until April 1st. And then from April 1st, he has a gap from there until June 27th. So it's a good little while of a gap. So that's, why he's going to these festivals and doing these, which I'm surprised that he's doing because he has his own festival and he does his own thing now. But here we are. We got Tyler, the Creator, headlining Bonnaroo and Governor's Ball on Friday, June 6th, along with Benson Boone, McGee, breakout indie artist last year, the Backseat Lovers, T-Pain, Tyla, Role Model, JPEG Mafia, one of my favorite hip hop rappers of our generation. Big X the Plug, Mannequin Pussy, The Beaches, Matt Champion, Wasaya Project, Isabel La Rosa, Gene Dawson, I love Gene, Black Party, Stolen Gin, Dog Park, Strawberry Launch, and School of Rock Queens. That's our Friday lineup. Let's move on to Saturday. So Saturday, we've got Olivia Rodrigo, Feed. We got Conan Gray, Young Miko, Wallows, Marina, Maria and the Scientist, Car Seat Headrest, Artemas, Wave to Earth, The Garden. I love The Garden, one of my favorite punk rock bands of all time. Orion Sun, The Lemon Twigs, awesome indie band. Yeah Yeah Bay, The Backfires, Lexa Gates, Die Spitz, moving on up in the world. We got Monoblock, Glass House, and School of Rock, New York. So that's our Saturday lineup. Moving on to Sunday, we've got Hozier, we got Glass Animals, Mount Joy, Claro, Ray, Royal Otis, The Japanese House, Amaray, Key Glock, Berlois, Montel Fish, Mark Ambro, Joey Valiance and Bray. Hey, they always start a party. Frost Children, awesome. Nourished by Time, Military Gun, awesome hardcore band that's kind of blowing up on the scene right now. Kyle Dion, Snow Wife, Olivia Lunny, and Kids Rock for Kids. So I'm guessing that's like a, kids experience or something. But anyways, this is our lineup for Governor's Ball. How do I feel about it? I feel like they are imitating or copying. They are the same company with Live Nation for Bonnaroo and everything. So there's a lot of crossover between this festival and Bonnaroo's festival. Um, Quite literally the same headliners are playing. The only thing missing is Luke Combs at this point, between Governor's Ball and Bonnaroo, for headliners, that is. So, and they're pretty much in the same 3-day format as Bonnaroo is too, which is crazy to me. So Tyler the Creator is also playing Friday at Bonnaroo. Olivia Rodrigo is also playing Saturday at Bonnaroo, and Hozier is also playing Sunday at Bonnaroo. Um, Bonnaroo, I believe, is the following weekend after Governor's Ball, if I'm not mistaken. I can look that up real fast, actually. So let's see. Bonnaroo. There you are. Yeah, so Bonnaroo is June 12th through the 15th. So it's literally the weekend following Governor's Ball. So who copied who? Did Governor's Ball copy Bonnaroo, or was this just kind of the plan the entire time? I don't know. So I don't understand why it's kind of like a copy paste, and why Live Nation likes to do copy paste lineups now. The main difference is that some, and take that with a grain of salt, of some bands are a little bit different, between lineups. I would say the only differences between this lineup and Bonnaroo is Bonnaroo focuses more on EDM. This lineup, has some of the same bands that Bonnaroo is having. So like, I can go and shout them out, with the crossover. JPEG Mafia. He's also playing Bonnaroo. Tyla is playing Bonnaroo. Mannequin Pussy is playing Bonnaroo. Matt Champion, I believe, is playing Bonnaroo. I believe Wallows and Marina is also playing Bonnaroo. The Lemon Twigs are playing Bonnaroo. Dice Spitz is playing Bonnaroo. Mount Joy, Glass Animals, Royal Otis, those are all playing Bonnaroo. Joey Valiant and Bray playing Bonnaroo. So besides those bands, there are some differences. Like we have Conan Gray, we've got the Backseat Lovers, McGee, T-Pain, the Beaches, Big X the Plug. Some of these smaller card acts I don't believe are playing at Bonnaroo. I don't remember reading those for Bonnaroo. Mariah the Scientist is not at Bonnaroo. So there is some differences here. But, if you wanted to go to Bonnaroo, but you live in the Northeast of America and you saw this lineup, I'd imagine that you probably don't care to go to Bonnaroo anymore, because you're literally getting the same lineup. It's almost like Vans Warped Tour, where you kind of get like the same lineup that's just traveling city to city. So that's cool in that aspect. But yeah, I don't even remember what last year's Gov Ball lineup was. I guess I could look that up real quick, but ultimately, like, this lineup, I would say it's pretty decent, only because it mirrors what Bonnaroo has, but it's a city festival, so you're in New York City. So, the festival will probably be over by like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. And you can go to like after parties and all of that kind of stuff and just explore New York City. So if you're more into that city aspect, Gov Ball is kind of like maybe the move for you. But if you're wanting to rough it and camp and just be at a festival 24/7, Bonnaroo is going to be more or less the best choice for you. Just, giving a little bit of disclaimer, because if there are people that are watching out there that have never been to a festival or are considering going to a festival in 2025, I would like to provide information and help those who are looking for it. So be sure to comment that you're looking for help or looking for information, because there's a whole community out here that really wants to, welcome you and just enjoy what these festivals have to offer. So I've personally never been to New York City for a music festival, but if I was to go to New York City for a festival, I probably would maybe consider this one because it has a lot of acts that I already know and love and I've seen a few times. So, The Garden being one of them, I've seen them a number of times now. I love them. So, seeing them on that day and then ending the day with Olivia Rodrigo is just kind of weird in my mind, I guess. But it's not that type of festival. It's not supposed to be all about rock or all about punk. It's just a diverse lineup. You kind of get a little bit of a sample platter. Think of it as like a charcuterie board or something. You get a little bit of meat, you get a little bit of cheese, you get a little sour pickle or something. So the garden over here is probably your sour pickle compared to Olivia Rodrigo, your creamy cheese, and so on and so forth. Just trying to use an analogy to best represent and talk about this. Yeah, so let's look at last year's lineup if I can find it or pull it up. Maybe it's on their website. I kind of doubt it though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think they have it on their own website, so I'll have to do a quick Google search. But as you can see, the public sale is going to be pre-sale is going to be Thursday, January 16th at 10 a.m. Guaranteed lowest prices, kind of like what Bonnaroo did. Is what it sounds like. I can see that they are probably glossing over this and doing rinse, lather, repeat. So let's see GovBall's lineup from last year. GovBall 2024, just to compare. Let's do Reddit. Let's go to Reddit. All right, I'll share this screen. So just to compare, this is last year's lineup for Governor's Ball. Same location, almost same dates. So yeah, we have Post Malone, The Killers, SZA. Those were our headliners back last year. Yeah, I would say looks like there's a little bit more of an indie presence on this lineup actually with Alex G I see up here and Goth Babe right there next to it, Blonde Shell, RC Drive, just shouting out some indie names because I'm seeing a bunch of them on here. TV Girl. Dang, so last year, dang. So last year they had a lot of artists that kind of blew up on the lower card here. So like Chapel Roan right down here and Sabrina Carpenter, like these both of these people could be headliners. I know they are headliners. In Europe, they're going to be headlining that one festival. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head. But yeah, some other acts that I'm seeing on here. Hippocampus is another indie act. Renee Rapp. I don't think she's not indie. Faye Webster is. Faye Webster, Cannons, Geese for sure, Beach Fossils, Husbands, The Hales. Hotline TNT is kind of more hard rock. I would say it's like more of a rock and roll hard rock. G Flip, I believe, is also indie. So yeah, a lot of indie and then some hip hop, some pop music and whatnot too. So yeah. Anyways, I would say like last year's lineup with some of these acts, you know, like some of the indie acts, I would be really excited to see. I mean, Doechii also sitting here in the lower part. She had that awesome album that blew up at the end of the year. Alligator Bite that never heals. I love that album. Um, but yeah, in comparison from this lineup to the lineup that we just received today, I think it's a step up in my opinion. Definitely a lot more to like on this lineup from my point of view. But share your comments and how you feel about the lineup this year. I would like to know. Maybe I can actually go in to Reddit real quick and see really quickly here. Let's do GovBall. Okay, Gov. There we go. 8K members. Hey, there we go. Come on. You can load. All right, so let's go ahead and share this tab. So we got Governor's Ball lineup. Let's see what people are talking about. So 6 NYC shows for Tyler and headlining GovBall. Is that true? I didn't know he was playing New York City that many times. Is he really? Let's see. I see a lot of California. He's playing a few shows in Ohio. Wow, yeah. So he's wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he's playing New York, Madison Square Garden on the 14th and the 15th, and he's also playing Brooklyn, New York, on the 17th and the 18th of July. So he's got 4 dates in New York. And then he's over in New Jersey in July. So 4, 5, 6, and then, yeah, 6 shows plus the Tyler GovBall. Huh. Yeah, radius clause doesn't mean anything. Even though he has 4 NYC shows coming up. It sucks they couldn't book Charlie. Well, Charlie's over in, what is it? She's over in Europe. She's not going to be able to attend, unfortunately. Honestly, much more guitar music here than I expected. Nice little surprise with some talented smaller bands like the Lemon Twigs, Military Gun, and Monoblock. I'll have to look up Monoblock. I haven't heard of them before. Beaches are great live. Yes, they are. This is actually a good lineup. Y'all forget that GovBall is small in comparison to the major festivals, Coachella, Lolla, etc. Is it really that much smaller though? I've never been, so I feel like it's always been a bigger festival and whatnot. So, huh. I wonder how much smaller it really is. I'll have to do some research on that. The Dare not on the lineup. Wasn't he a leak in a teaser video yesterday? Possibly, but maybe they'll add him. You never know. They could maybe add him, but I doubt that he might be on tour somewhere else. Like I can look up the Dare's tour schedule. Let's see. It's the Dare tour dates. All right, let's scroll down to June. Yeah, my dude is over. Well, he'll be in the UK until March, and then he has a gap between March and June. But it says June 12th he'll be in Portugal. So, yeah, I don't think he'll be over in GovBall. It's possible, but I don't know. Huh. Saturday with Olivia Marina will absolutely rock. Yep. Since when are Glass Animals and Benson Boone headliners? They're not necessarily headliners, but they're just kind of like that side stage, right before the headliner. No Vampire Weekend is a huge miss to me, but otherwise pretty solid lineup. Wish we strayed a little bit from Bonnaroo's headliners, though. Yeah, that's my exact thoughts. Remember when GovBall booked dance music? Yeah, that's kind of my first thought too when I was looking at the GovBall lineup. There's like no EDM whatsoever on the bill, so it's very interesting. They moved away from it. Let's see, this person wrote a long thing. Looks like this will be my second miss in 10 years. I need a headliner that really blows my hair back and a relatively deep day to shell out. Now, and none of these do, I could cherry pick from each day enough to make a solid festival day, but spread out like this, I think I'm out. That's not a judgment on the lineup quality. That's specific to my taste. Overall, this is a fairly solid festival lineup in the current market. All the headliners are big draws, and there are decently sized names on the second lines of each day. It gets a little sparse by line 3, but that's the festivals in the modern era. The days of crazy lineup depth are behind us at this point. I just want to point out that I predicted Hozier 2 months ago. Whatever. Also, shout out to all the people who told me I was being stupid from when I floated that Tyler rumor. That said, the Tyler thing is just nuts, and it is going to make guessing who's playing this in the future almost impossible, since apparently the radius clause is in no way a thing anymore. The man has 6 arena shows in the area within a couple months of the festival. I know he's a big deal, but damn, is there enough demand to support all this? Also, if I were a scalper trying to make money selling a ticket to one of those arena shows, I'd be so pissed right now. I think this is also the first time, at least as far as I can recall, that GovBall has shared all 3 headliners with Bonnaroo. What the hell is Car Seat Headrest doing there? I love them personally, but it's weird seeing them on a festival lineup like this one. Buddy, anything is possible with Live Nation, so I'm not surprised at all. And to ticket scalpers that are out there, if you're listening, go screw yourself, man. Like, trying to buy out tickets and make money off that, you're dumb. Don't do that, dude. It makes it harder for everybody. Yes, I knew Hoyser was playing. We won. McGee. Ah. I love those comments like that where people are just super excited. The undercard have completely lost me, but Sunday looks like a bet. Glass Animals puts on a great show, and I've been wanting to see Kyle Dion. Damn, not a very strong lineup for the hip hop rap community. Yeah, I would say so. Well, I don't say so actually. Compared to last year, I definitely don't say so. Because this year we have Tyler, we've got JPEG. Is T-Pain considered rap? I mean, he's hip hop. I know that. So those 3 are pretty big. Tyla, I'm pretty sure is like rap as well, isn't she? From there though, let's see. I know Key Glock is on there too. He's also rap. Joey Valiant and Bray, I'd consider to be rap because it's kind of like Beastie Boys style rap. So I don't know. I feel like this lineup definitely has some rap that's on there, and if you actually listened or enjoyed kind of like alternative rap or people that are doing things a little bit differently, then this is a good get. This is a really good lineup. JPEG Mafia, he's awesome for rap in my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, it is just my opinion. So yeah, that's what some of these people are saying. So yeah, I can't, that's really hard to fathom that like Tyler is doing 6 shows just a couple months after this. So yeah, I agree. So much better than last year. Was hoping for Cage the Elephant too, but this will do. I agree. No Green Day, no Travis, no Cage the Elephant. So basically Bonnaroo. Yeah, it kind of is. Another year without EDM. And this is after Izu imploded on itself. I mean, we'll see. Why did they tease the Dare? Sunday kind of meh. Thank God for single day tickets. Interesting. All right, so Friday should be Sunday, and Hoyser's should be Green Day, and then this lineup would be the best ever made. I guess if that's your opinion. Honestly, pretty mid comparison to what we got in the past. GovBall needs to step it up for real. Interesting, but yeah, ultimately, this is what most people are saying. It's always a good balance, I feel. I'm not noticing anything out of the ordinary for comments. Most comments are pretty much on par with whatever you're gonna get for a lineup. So, yep, that's GovBall. Let's see if there's any other announcements because it's already almost 11. So we got Turnover is doing a tour. I'm not seeing anything else as of right now. There was a few tour announcements. We had Khruangbin as a tour announcement. Um, we also have Coheed and Cambria with Taking Back Sunday and Foxing. They're going to be going on a tour in the fall. Some Dance Gavin Dance. I don't see anything else. All right. Wow. Willie Kralissi is going to be coming to Florida. That's exciting. I should let my friend know. Playing 411. Oh, wow. Okay. So Nine Inch Nails, they confirmed that they're having a tour for 2025. So send some dates and information. Let me just share this screen real quick. Share. So looks like Nine Inch Nails is confirming. There was like some leaks that got out and whatnot about Nine Inch Nails touring. It looks like there was some type of misinformation, but they came out to confirm that some of the dates and information about their world tour has leaked, and we are confirming that yes, we will be touring and will provide more details very soon. Uh, yeah, they're talking about the unfortunate California wildfires. They've paused their announcement because of it. Yeah, so that was one of the other things I wanted to talk about was like the wildfires. I know that's like a pretty big deal, but it's a big deal because there's a lot of musicians and productionists and everything like that that's music based is kind of based out of LA, from what I've seen. And it's very tragic to see that these fires have been sweeping through the LA area. And I know that there's lots and lots of ways that you can help and donate. I'm not sure where those websites are and everything, but I'm pretty sure if we did like a quick Google search, you'd be able to find areas to be able to donate. I know one of the sadder ones was like I think Dive, their lead singer, guitarist guy. I forget his name right now, but he lost his whole home and stuff. So it's very tragic, man. I can't imagine being in that situation and losing your house and having to come back. Okay, here we go. So here's some information. I know everybody's been putting out lots of information on how to help and donate and do things. So there's some websites here like californiafund.org for the wildlife stuff. We got the LA Food Bank to donate and whatnot. There's also Access Center for Mental Health for disaster victims. They also are providing shelter and housing for people in need. And there's also animal services too for people with vets or pets that are having to evacuate. Again, it's very heartbreaking and tragic what's happened in the California area with all the fires. It's very, 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 very sad. But please, donate, do the things that you can to help if you're able to do so. So one of the last things I wanted to talk about was I believe the lineup for what's it called? Let's see. I think it's I'm gonna stop sharing real quick so I can look this up. Oh yeah, it's Just Like Heaven Fest. Yeah, so they still haven't confirmed it yet, but it's pretty much out there. Let me just look it up real quick. Just Like Heaven. Excuse me. All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll share this screen instead. All right, so Just Like Heaven is another music festival that takes place on May 10th in Brookside at the Rose Bowl. I'm assuming they haven't announced it yet because of the fires and everything that's been going on. This is in Pasadena, which is incredibly close to where a lot of the wildfires have been happening. And I know that the Rose Bowl has been a kind of like a holding place or a place for most people to take shelter from losing their homes as of right now. So anyways, let's go through this real quick. So May 10th, Just Like Heaven Fest, awesome indie sleaze dream lineup that they always try and go for here. So we got Vampire Weekend as the headliner. We got confirmed Rilo Keeley is returning. They are getting back together. So that's an awesome confirmation. There's also a rumor floating around that they're going to be added to the Kilby Block Party lineup. I think that this puts it on track to being true. We also have Empire of the Sun, which is playing just like heaven. Super awesome act to catch if you can. Block Party, awesome indie act to catch. You know, they have an amazing out. Silent Alarm is like one of my favorite albums of all time. They're so good. The return of TV on the radio too. So we got like two bands that are like returning. So TV on the radio and Rilo Keeley. And then on the smaller side, we got the drums. We got Courtney Barnett, Aussie, one of Aussie favorites of mine. She's from Australia. Toro Imoa, or is it Tori Imoy? I don't know how to pronounce his name. So Tori Imoa is how I've always pronounced it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I love him, love his acts. He's got a lot of great music. I haven't been too fond of his latest records, though. The one that he came out with most recently, it just didn't hit right with me for whatever reason. So that's fine. Not every artist is going to put out a banger. One of my all-time favorite acts, though, to see, Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Love those guys. Awesome to see them. And then Group Love. Why are they all the way at the bottom here? Like they've usually been like a top card kind of name. So seeing them all the way on the bottom, insane to me, actually. So it's very weird to see them all the way at the bottom here. And then the name back here that's hiding is Slow Dive, just to, clear the air on that, is Slow Dive. So we got some shoegaze, we've got some, alternative pop with Group Love, we've got indie surf rock with Unknown Mortal Orchestra, same with the drums. They're also in that same category. We got some psychedelia, alternative with Toro y Moi. We got Courtney Barnett with she's like alternative and punk, indie. And then we've got TV on the radio, awesome indie band. Block Party, awesome indie rock band. And then Empire of the Sun, indie pop, indie sleaze, Rilo Keeley. And then we got indie golden staple indie band, Vampire Weekend, just top to bottom, bottom to top. Awesome lineup. It's only a single day, Saturday, May 10th. I'm assuming they'll make a proper announcement pretty soon. Just wanted to share the lineup and whatnot, because it's already posted on a billboard right outside that area. So I guess it was probably scheduled and they just went ahead and still posted it. I'm surprised that their Instagram or their website has yet to confirm this. To me, I would feel like that they would probably just go ahead and confirm it. It's 11 a.m. now. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other updates. Sometimes festivals, they'll release lineups at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon. It looks like for right now, I am not seeing anything extra at this point. Yeah, that's kind of the news that we have for everything so far. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. The Weeknd, he has postponed his album debut at the Rose Bowl due to the Los Angeles wildfires, out of respect for everybody who's going through it. And of course, the Rose Bowl itself is actually like, take cover, shelter. It's like a shelter location for people to take refuge in during these horrendous times that we're going through. Seriously, shout out to those people who are dealing with this stuff. It's just absolutely awful. I would be devastated to be having to go through all of that. And, if there's anybody who can donate or help for those situations, please do so. And I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of news coverage and awareness that's been spread about it. So, yeah. All right. Well, Crispy Reviews Podcast. I've been Cody. and this is Crispy Reviews Podcast. I plan on doing a lot more live sessions. I think I'm going to start doing this more like as a weekly kind of basis. If the news is consistent enough, obviously, I will do more live updates and it'll go to Twitch and to YouTube. So I am very excited to keep doing more live streams. I'm going to try and keep better with a pace and a flow, keep this more interesting. Um, I'm not too sure how to navigate chats and whatnot on that kind of stuff. So I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still developing. I do all of this on my own, but I am excited to make a few more announcements pretty soon. I think I'm wanting to announce. Um, I've got some stuff in the pipeline of things that I'm trying to get done and take care of. So that stuff will be bubbling out pretty soon. But as for now, I've been Cody. This has been Crispy Reviews Podcast. Music news and more at your fingertips. Thanks for watching and joining me today. Have a good afternoon, day, and go spread some love, go share, and like, comment, share, post, all that fun social media stuff as well. So thanks. Ciao.